Hi sir, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Can I know your full name?
Well, my full name is Puzangaram, but you can simply call me Puzan.
Poojan, where are you from?
I'm from the capital city of Nepal, Kathmandu.
Do you work or are you a student?
Well, I'm a student. I just graduated my high school, and I'm currently trying to source for works as well.
Let's move on to part 1. In part 1 we are talking about drinks.
Okay.
What do you like to drink with your dinner?
Well, I would say probably soft drinks, such as fruit juices mostly, and I also like to drink plain water, as it also helps in digestion as well.
Do you drink a lot of water every day?
Yes, I certainly do drink a lot of water because water is very important, and staying hydrated is, I think, the key to healthy life.
Do you prefer drinking tea or coffee?
Well, I would say I'm a tea person. I always drink a cup of tea every time I wake up, and I also tend to drink tea in the evening as well.
If people visit in your home, what do you usually offer them to drink?
Well, it really depends upon people. If a person is more into hard drinks, I definitely offer them hard drinks such as alcohol and stuff. But if a person likes soft drinks, so I'll just give people according to their preferences of drinks.
Now let's talk about maps.
Okay.
Do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone?
Well, I think map on phones are way better because paper maps can be torn easily and you can get lost as well. But mobile is a handy device and you can look up to maps whenever you need it.
And when was the last time you had to use a map?
Well, since I was joining a consultancy, so that consultancy shifted to another place, so I didn't know where it was located. So I used my Google Maps and I found out where it was, and I went there and I continued my IELTS studies and stuff.
Okay. If you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around, or do you follow other strategies as well?
Well, mostly I use maps because that is the most convenient way to look for things or look for places that you want to go. But I certainly ask local people as well because they know the places better than me.
In general, do you find it easy or difficult to read a map?
Well, I definitely find it easy because most maps are very user friendly, I would say. They have labels and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of easy, I would say.
Now let's move on to part 2 of your speaking test. The task is you have to describe an occasion when you had to do something in hurry. This is your cue card. You'll be getting 1 minute to prepare for it. So now we can stop and start talking for 2 minutes.
Okay. So, talking about an occasion that I had to do in a hurry would probably be an assignment that I had to complete. So that assignment was from my art school. So I am an art student and I had lots of assignments pending. So yeah, there were assignments related to art. I had to draw still life drawings and I had to draw some figure drawings as well. So yeah, those were the drawing assignments that I had. And the reason I had to do it in a hurry was because tomorrow, or I think the following day, that was the deadline of our assignment, I would say. And yeah, and since I wasn't really completing my assignments on time, so I had lots of assignments pending. But I think I did pretty well, though I had bundles of assignments queuing for me to complete. I think I did pretty well. I did still life drawings pretty good, and I And my teacher also commented that it was excellent. And yeah, I did pretty well, and I got praised by my classmates and by my teachers as well. Yeah, talking about how I felt doing it in a hurry, probably it was a horrible experience because doing in a hurry is definitely not something that I would like want to experience in future. And yeah, it was a very horrible experience, I would say.
Thank you so much, Bizu. Now let's move on to part 3 of the speaking test. In part 3, we are talking about arriving late. Do you think it's okay to arrive late when meeting a friend?
Well, yeah, it's okay for sometimes. If you like do it rarely, if you arrive very rarely, then I think it's acceptable. But if you like do it repeatedly without like informing your friends about it, about your late arrival, then I think it's not acceptable. And I think a friend who arrives late should like compensate or do something to like compensate their late arrival and stuff.
What should happen to people who arrive late at work?
Can you like, repeat the question?
What should happen to the people who tends to arrive late at work?
Well, I think this should be warned, or this should be like told not to arrive late or the next time. And I would say giving punishment can really help as well because punishment can really scare them up and they will not like dare to wake up late or be late whenever they are like expected to arrive early.
And can you suggest some of the ways so that people cannot be late in their work?
Well, there are many ways for like to be on time. The first one I would probably say set an alarm clock. For example, if you wanna like if you have classes or like things to places to attend at a certain time, then I think you should set an alarm ahead of it so that you get up quick and do the things and be ready and go. Another thing would be probably just be persistent in waking up. If you like be on time on this, if you do the same thing next day, then you will be sort of you build a muscle memory and you will be on time next time. So yeah, those are the suggestions.
Is it better to study for longer periods or in shorter blocks of time?
Well, I'll probably go with the second option because like having like breaking it into like little parts, little phases will really help. It will like relieve some stress from your brain as well because I also like apply the same thing in my studying and whenever I doing things. I like to break it into parts and stuff.
What are the likely effects of students not managing their study time well?
Well, the effects that will definitely be very obnoxious, I would say. Well, that will directly affect their academics, I would say. For example, if they don't study well, they won't get the things that are taught, and of course that will directly and indirectly affect their grades. And another effect will probably be like getting scolded from the parent because if they don't study, if they don't focus on their academic part, then they are expected to get scolded by their family.
And how important is it for students to have leisure time?
Yeah, I think it's very, very important because having a leisure time can really provide you a sense of like me time for yourself. You can like work on your hobbies. You can learn new skills and really be a better person. And having a leisure time can really like get you out of all this mental like sickness and stuff. That's very important to have.
What are some of the leisure activities that you would suggest as a student for a student?
I would probably suggest them just go for a walk or nearby park or meet your friends because like communicating with friends or communicating with the people of your age can really release your stress. And another thing would probably be just listen to music, I would say, because listening to music can really like free up your mind. For example, you can relate to some music and that can really help you develop as an individual.
Thank you so much, Poojan. That's the end of your Ireland speaking test. Throughout your speaking, I was really impressed by your pronunciation. Your pronunciation was excellent. Regarding grammar, you made less grammatical errors. You made few grammatical errors, but it was not quite so obvious. However, when it came to fluency and coherence, in part 2 and part 3, you'll have to work on your fluency. There were lots of ums and ahs in between part 2. Please work on your fluency. Lexical resource was quite good. I'm expecting that you could get a very nice batch to in your actual speaking test if you work hard in your fluency from today on. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.